What is going on, guys? Red here. This is going to be episode 1 of a brand new Dark and Darker series called Zero to Frostlight. The goal is to take a fresh level 1 wizard from nothing to a fully kitted out Frostlight set. For those who don't know, Frostlight is the most prestigious crafted gear in the game besides golden gear, and I thought this would be a fun goal to set myself for a series. We will be starting from level 1 of course, and unquested squire gear, which means this is going to be the worst gear a new player or fresh account could start with. We can only equip one perk at this level, and we're going to be taking Quick Chant for 15% cast speed. We're going to be running Meditation with these 5 spells: Magic Missile, Fireball, Zap, Haste, and Invisibility. The first goal for this character is going to be hitting level 20 as fast as we possibly can to unlock Trade and get all of our perks. Having all the perks available and being able to buy gear is going to allow us to gear in a way where we can PvP to make the most money possible. And so for the first match, we're going to be going into the solo ruins and going all the way down to the Inferno, trying to gain as much XP as we can in a singular run. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get into the first game. And in we spawn for game number 1 of the series. Quickly, I just want to shout out Ryan 6 days a week. Gonna leave his channel in the description. You guys all know him by now, probably. But he made us that awesome intro cinematic for the series. Absolute legend. And we start off by opening this chest with some green rawhide gloves. And we get some green occultist boots, so right off the rip, we pick up some knowledge. And the goal for this episode is to just run from ruins to Inferno, pick up all the jewelry we can, anything we can sell later on to the marketplace, but most importantly, get as much XP as possible. And the best way to get XP, of course, is to break every box you see, break every barrel, open all the chests, kill every monster. It all adds up. And by the end of this run, I even surprised myself at how many levels we could gain from level 1. In normals, too. Which, the mobs in normals give less XP, of course. Oh yeah, here I actually get it. I thought I was gonna die to that slime, actually. Get bonked by the skeleton there. And yeah, not the smoothest clear. Not gonna lie, a little rusty on the level 1 wizard gaming. Although it is a lot easier than it was before because we actually get a really nice chest there. Candy corn, purple treasure. But yeah, it used to be way worse when the mobs actually had magic resist. Now they don't. And you also start with 10 magic missiles. So in the gold series, I started with the staff build with Ignite. And in this one, we're actually starting with the Magic Staff Missile build with Meditate. And yeah, we're actually just in the first room still, and I've almost died. Talking about dying in this series, as in the Gold series, dying is not going to end the series completely. This isn't supposed to be a hardcore flawless run. Although I do have plans to do something like that in the future, which should be really fun. But yeah, I'm just breaking boxes, and every time I hit it, I'm looking around to make sure we don't get ran at by a barbarian or something. And the magic staff's actually really nice. It 2 hits all the breakables, which means you can break boxes, of course, really fast. And now that we're at 0 missiles, every time you have meditation up, you should always be hitting that, so that you can clear mobs really fast. Just going to be skipping over all the meditations, of course, to save some time. And so I don't end up healing here with the free squire meds. For some reason, it's probably risky to do this. But I know there's a heal shrine in the middle module, so I just make my way over there. Shrines, if you didn't know, give XP, so always grab them when you're leveling up. I'm Yeah, I'm kind of just creeping over here, hoping I don't get rogued, but it's fine. At this point, we're level 1. We really don't have anything to lose, so. And yeah, straight back to box breaking. I'm always trying to remind myself, just keep doing something to get XP. Because the faster we speedrun level 20 in this series, the faster we can get into Eye Roller, use the marketplace, and really start farming gold to build a really nice Frostlight set. And I'm not going to only just be buying any Frostlight piece, because they are pretty cheap if you buy the worst pieces. I'm going to set myself a goal where I have to get at least 2 very good rolls on each Frostlight piece so that it ends up costing a lot of money for the entire set. Because I could complete the series and just buy like the worst Frostlight gear in just one run, but that's obviously boring, so that is the goal I've set myself. Unfortunately, we don't have a lockpick there for the heavy ornate chest. That would have been nice. There's some action going on, so we gotta be careful. Make sure we don't get bopped. We do get a purple stiletto there from a barrel in normals. So normals can generate some pretty good loot now. They've definitely buffed it compared to the last series we did. And yeah, you see me pull out the lyre there. So it does have some resourcefulness on it. And if you do find a lyre, it's good to have one on your tool belt, so that when you open chests or doors, you can just quickly whip it out and get higher interaction speed. I do notice someone obviously ran through here. The mobs in the graveyard are spawned. And we do have some open doors. And these stone tombs have some really good loot, so I always try to clear graveyard if possible. We find some more rawhides. Because those ones don't even give me any health from the max health roll, I take the ones with armor instead. Yeah, missling these shield mobs can be a little tricky. Just aim top left of their head with the crosshair and you should be good. We get another stiletto there with 1 weapon damage. Sometimes rare items can sell for a lot because of the gear brackets, so I always pick them up. And as we're opening this tomb, we do hear an enemy behind us, so we get into our first skirmish of the series right here. He is an Ignite Wizard. And we end up hitting him with a fireball direct hit after a splash and then a zap. So we just finish him off with the missiles because he's just trying to bonk us because he's an Ignite Wizard. Unfortunately, he's very slow from the gear he's wearing, so he does have a spellbook upgrade, 1 damage. I do end up taking the enchanted fabric. That actually does sell for a lot because of the crafts right now. People are trying to craft arena gear. And so you're going to see me picking up a lot of this craftable, these craftable items. Get absolutely chomped on by the mimic there, but it's all good. And every time you kill a mimic, you should always search it. I don't know if their drop table's bugged, but they can give legendaries even in normals, I'm pretty sure. Got our spells back with meditation, and I'm just going in for a second quick look to make sure I didn't miss anything on this guy's body. Do end up taking all the prop pots that I can. Protection pots are very important, and I'm going to be trying to collect as many as I can to save money, because they're quite expensive from the marketplace. Anyway, after that fight, we come over to the graveyard to try and finish looting up all the coffins that we can. We could just go to the red portal right now, but because I'm trying to get level 20 as soon as possible here, I do end up just trying to farm the last amount of XP that I can in 3 minutes here before the map ends. Just going to be doing a little bit of speeding up on the video footage here. Do end up picking another grave essence. That is another craftable item. I think they're worth something, but I'm not sure. You end up opening this oak chest and we get a pretty nice purple forest hood. 2 dexterity, 1 physical power. Really good for ranger. Just something we could throw into the expressmen. Opening portals does give XP, so it's really good to do that if you see a stack of 3 blue portals and you're trying to level up. And yeah, there's not really much more we can do here. Our HP is getting low. Hit the last oak chest. Get a nice little green bangle there, and that's it. We pretty much hit the red portals. Don't get greedy. And the match doesn't end right away, so there's definitely still someone up there. We hit up the expressman, and what I'm doing is I'm pretty much just putting all of the biggest items in there so that I have the most inventory space for the crypts. So I end up leaving all of the single trinkets because I'm trying to get XP when I extract, and you don't actually get XP for putting things in the expressman. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I'm just sorting my inventory off. Then we're going to hit a meditation and we'll be ready for the crypts. But before we continue, because you guys have been showing so much support lately, I ended up getting the first sponsorship for this channel. So here's a quick shout out to our sponsor for this video. If you guys are looking for another action-packed game like Dark and Darker, then War Thunder has got you covered. War Thunder is one of the most comprehensive vehicle combat games ever made, where you play in intense PvP battles, and it's available on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and mobile devices. The battles are not only insanely detailed and immersive because of their graphics, dynamic gameplay, and sound effects, but also provide a realistic and tactical experience. My favorite part about the game is its insane collection of vehicles from the last 100 years packed all into one game, including more than 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships. War Thunder also features a comprehensive customization system with countless camouflages, historical markings, decorations for vehicles, impressive damage X-ray view for vehicles, and one of the most sophisticated vehicle damage models in gaming. War Thunder now has an all-new mobile version available on iOS and Android, so you can take the battle to wherever you go. So what are you waiting for? Join a worldwide community of over 70 million players in epic PvP battles today for free on PC, consoles, or mobile using my links below, and you'll get a massive bonus when you register. Thanks again to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video, but now let's jump back into the content. And we are back, spawned into the crypts. Don't waste any time getting started here. Instantly go and loot some chests, get that XP. The loot is also going to be a lot better here than in the ruins. So I'm quite excited to see what we can pull. End up getting a little green pot there. And I end up looking at those boots because I'm really trying to get rid of my occultist boots. 3 move speed is just diabolical on a pair of shoes, especially in a meta right now where, especially in solos, move speed is king. End up taking out the Death Skull, and we get a Phoenix Choker, 1 true magic damage. Finally an amulet we can wear. We haven't been getting any gear upgrades except for our spellbook pretty much and gloves. But we do end up getting these leather gloves with 2 knowledge, which I'm gladly taking over the rawhides. They do have extra dexterity and some will, because we don't really need the resourcefulness from the rawhide gloves. And so yeah, we're gonna end up clearing this room because it does have a Skelly Champ in it. And if you didn't know, they can drop a golden key. Right now, these golden keys are worth almost 20,000 gold. So I mean, if we get one, it's gonna be insane. But yeah, for the crypts portion here, I'm gonna be speeding up a lot of footage. Don't end up getting a golden key, unfortunately. I just realized if we did end up getting one, though, it'd be really hard to sell because, first of all, I would need the cash to be able to list a 20,000 gold item. And being able to accept 20,000 gold would be really hard because I don't have any, like, coin storage. So it would actually be a challenge to just sell the key. But yeah, just going around, looting the whole room, getting all the trinkets possible. And after we clear this room, we're going to go to one room east, which has another skeleton champion. and a bunch of coffins plus a royal coffin. We do end up getting these stitch turn shoes that I do just replace my occultist boots with. They have, I think it's 4 or 5 more move speed. Finally got rid of the occultist shoes. We finally find a wizard at upgrade. It has 18 luck, so you know, might get lucky, get some crazy gear, never know. But we're finally finding some actual upgrades, which is nice. And in the next chest, green magic staff. Very good for magic missiles when we clear PvE. And yeah, before that skeleton doesn't even die there. When it has magic resist, it used to take like 3 fireballs, I think, to kill just a basic skeleton. End up getting a little bit of a liar upgrade. 1 extra resourcefulness. It's really not a big deal, but wizard does really lack interaction speed, so it's good to bring in a liar every time you're doing a boss or something, or looting a bunch. And yeah, this whole time I'm looting, there is a potential player down here because when we left the ruins, the match didn't start right away, so I'm always keeping that in mind. Kind of looking around. Oh, and we find a blue crystal sword from the coffin here. I think I do end up picking the magic staff up again, because we're gonna have to clear all these mobs here in this room. But yeah, this is probably the best room in Crypts, like loot wise, besides obviously the middle room with the gold pile in it on the 1 variant. I think this might have the most loot in a single module. And yeah, we do end up picking the magic staff up again. So yeah, I'm just clearing. I actually end up getting hit, but there is a safe spot here. Just absolutely gunning down the champion. No golden key, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure it's like a 1 in 100 drop rate, so it's pretty damn rare. Gotta run out of missiles there, so we gotta bash it. All good though. This room has quite a few mobs. It's pretty brutal to clear. Like, this would not be as fast if we only had 5 missiles like before. Pick up some candy corn. But yeah, now we're just gonna start looting absolutely everything. We are running quite low on time here. Only 2 minutes left. And we get the first big chest of the series, the Lionhead chest. And we get a blue leather cap. I do end up taking that over the wizard hat, just because of how much HP it provides. Like, right now, in this meta, you really just want to build health on wizard. You don't really need too much magic power, as long as you have the true damage. The goal is to just not get 2 hit by a longbow, pretty much, or a crossbow. And so if you stack all the health items, you can get up to like 120 plus health pretty easily. But yeah, pretty much from every coffin here, you're guaranteed some good treasure, which I like. We get another Lionhead chest as well, and then we also have the coffin up there. And we end up landing a Radiant Cloak with some max health. It doesn't have the damage on it, but I mean, we'll take 2 max health for sure. And yeah, right now I'm thinking, do we just go for all of these coffins? Or do I play it safe? And the red portal is quite a ways away, so... do end up just hastening out of here. Not worth the risk. Almost get stuck there on spiders somehow, but... yeah, I just break the pot with fireball there for some XP. And like, I don't know why I'm getting greedy here, but... I'm just like, you know what, if we kill these mobs, we'll just get some XP points. Fireball the barrel. Because you do actually get XP for fireballing chests and barrels. We can hit the expressman one more time to fully fill it up. Again, I do end up keeping my single trinkets just so that when we extract from Inferno, we do get the XP. And here we are finally in the last level of the dungeon. This is where the best loot's gonna be, so immediately just start breaking these barrels. And we get a purple chaperone. Yeah, you can get purples from barrels in normals. Maybe you can even get legendaries. I'm not sure though. Kind of just picking up everything to see its rolls. And so my plan for this map specifically in the Inferno is to hit the middle north room. I end up dropping the crystal ball because I realized that I already have the staff that's better, so there's really no point. I need the spellbook for PvP. And so we do get the Ghost King here, but I am just going to use invisibility to de-aggro the boss and rush this room here. It's actually not worth doing a boss if you're after XP. Clearing mobs and chests just gives more overall. And so before I clear this room, I make my way up here to this gate to check a common spawn point. And to my surprise, we actually do end up hearing a player that we did not see in the crypts. He does have a gargoyle on him right now. And I could just push him right here, but I decide to get a little sneaky. So I end up closing the door to show that we didn't push, obviously. Turn off a torch. And I just wait here with my spellbook out for him to come into this room, because it's very likely that he's going to try to clear this room, as it is a hot spot. Normally, if I actually had gear, I would have just pushed this guy and I would have been aggressive. But because we have pretty much zero gear, Wizard is very weak. And I don't know what class it is. If it's like a Barbarian, it's going to take a lot of spells to kill him. And I might just end up screwing up, dying to mobs. So we just play the patient game here. End up throwing on the crystal sword in case we're going to have to use that. I do hear him inching towards us, so I step back here. And I'm just praying he opens this gate so we can surprise him. Now he does open the gate and doesn't immediately push through. He starts breaking some barrels, so I'm thinking maybe I can just sneak up on this guy. I do hear him start to break another one, and I get really impatient here. And I just push him. He ends up getting the gate closed on me. And now I've got 2 dogs on me. And I have the Berserker on me. And I know he's low because I did hit him quite a bit. So I kind of have to just be aggressive here and pray he's not holding the gate. Because I do have a couple of mobs chasing me right now. Luckily, he did decide to back up into his spawn. And because he doesn't have a shield, finishing him off with missiles is really easy. He actually ends up missing 3 recurve shots there, and I think if he just hit 2, it would have been enough to make me want to back off. Because he did have a really good opportunity to hit me twice there. But he does end up going down. 2nd kill of the series. And this guy actually did some pretty decent stuff. 1 true physical damage, strength cloak. His ring was really good. That Salit's insane for his build because he was doing Crystal Sword Fighter in the sub 25 gear score lobbies. And that's like a perfect helmet for that build. Magic power and true magic damage. But yeah, this is all good stuff that we can potentially just sell later once we're level 20. And yeah, overall not a bad kill. Unfortunately, we couldn't find him in the crypts, which would have been really nice because he did end up express manning all of his loot from there, but we'll take it. I'm pretty sure kills generate XP too, so. But yeah, that fight did end up taking a lot longer than I wanted, which means we have less time to claim XP from the dungeon, but definitely will be worth it from the items we got. I end up just completely panicking here. And instead of risking the runs, I just decide to reverse trap the dogs. Invisibility is such a good tool for just getting out of bad situations like that. Now it's time to just loot as much as possible here. Unfortunately, we get a mimic there that ends up bonking us. Not a big deal though. I actually used to hate getting mimics, but now they actually drop pretty good stuff, so. And it does actually end up having some decent pants for us. Like some magical power padded leggings. Better than our cloth pants from the Squire, that's for sure. We hit this lion head chest and we end up finding legendary forest boots with HP and % move speed. Instantly swapped the Salit for those. I was pretty stunned when I saw a legendary, especially in normals. But it is pretty cool that there's a chance to get them from normals now. And so we do have 3 minutes left here. We get a nice little frock upgrade too. The frock actually gives knowledge and agility now, so it's not the worst chest piece. It used to give absolutely nothing. But with the time that we have left here, we can soak up the XP from the sub-bosses here. Which I'm just going to speed up because it's just me using a safe spot to missile them. Hit the quick meditation. I do see this magic prop pot, and it is definitely worth dropping a trinket for those. We get 2 capes. Unfortunately, they're both pretty bad. Quickly kill the centaur. And we do end up getting some decent loose trousers. 2 knowledge. Loose trousers, I think, are better than padded leggings just because of the move speed, so I do end up taking them. And they have 2 knowledge, which is a really good roll. Unfortunately, we only have time to hit this lion head chest. And it does require a lockpick, so we can't even take it, sadly. Now the last thing to do is to clear these blues here and get out. Probably should have picked up that ox pendant just for cash. And that dog actually did have a pretty nice spellbook for us. Max health and magic power. So all in all, this run we did get some pretty good armor upgrades. And to top it off, from the dog there, we get a very nice rondel dagger, which is definitely going to be able to sell for some coin once we are able to list that on the market. Time's getting real low, so we just open up all the portals for the XP. And end up using my last fireballs to just break the chests here. And I do end up seeing a crystal sword that's purple. Quickly snag that as a last second upgrade. And it's actually really good too. So that was definitely worth it. Now, after that one run, we were able to get level 12. Exactly. Not an XP over, not an XP under. So everything we did there gained us 12 levels, which is really, really good for one run. This is also going to allow us to equip 2 more perks. And the perks we're going to be choosing are Sage and Ice Shield. These are both very good for cast speed and survivability. One thing I also forgot to do at the beginning of the series was accept all of my quests, which really help with XP. But it's okay, we just do that right now after the first game. We're going to go ahead and sell everything to the collector there in our inventory from our first run. And we end up getting 213 gold. Going to be collecting all of the candy corn and the quest items that we get in the bottom left of my stash. And then all of the items that we're going to sell later on the marketplace, going to be putting that in the bottom right. Luckily, we made just enough to be able to claim our expressman, which is 206 gold. We have 213. All of the trinkets we got put into the collector, 326 gold, which gives us 335 total gold, a bunch of items. We even have some gear that we can use. So overall, a really good first run. That is where I'm going to call the first episode of Zero to Frostlight. I'm going to be releasing episodes pretty frequently for the series until it's complete. So I hope you guys look forward to that. Hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, take it easy and peace out. And before you guys sign off, definitely check out War Thunder using my links below, and you'll get a massive free bonus pack, including multiple premium vehicles, account boosters, and way more on PC consoles like Xbox and PlayStation and mobile devices. Enjoy the experience, boys, and I'll see you guys in the next vid.